In this problem, I want to find the resultant of these two forces about point O, the resultant moment. Now, because these two forces occur at the same point, I am going to add them together first, then take the moment of that resultant force, right? So I can break first that F1 into X and Y components, right? So this one will be 300 sine of 30, and this one will be 300 cosine of 30 in the vertical direction. Okay, so that resultant force then becomes 200, and that would be 150. Okay, uh, so that'll be negative 50 in the I direction is the resultant force, right? Because 200 is bigger than 150, so it's going to be to the left at 50 I, and then vertically I will get negative 260, and that comes from the 300 cosine 30. So it'll be negative 260 in the J direction. Okay. Now, what I can do if I want to is I can actually use a cross product, find my R vector going from the point O up to that force right there. I'm going to call this my R vector, okay? And that R vector, okay, in the X direction will be 6, okay, plus 6 sine 30. And again, that comes from this triangle right here, right? This piece right here is 6 sine 30, right? So that horizontal distance in the I direction is 6 plus the 6 sine 30, okay? And that R is going to the left from O to F, so that's going to be a negative in the I direction, okay? In the J direction is just the 6 cosine 30, and that's going to be up, so it's going to be plus 6 cosine 30 in the J. Writing that out a little further, 6 plus 6 sine 30, that's going to be negative 9I. And then the 6 cosine 30 is going to be 5.2 in the J. So what I can do to find my moment about point O is take my cross product of 9I plus 5.2J, and I can cross that with negative 50I minus 260J. Again, this is R cross F. So I cross I is 0. Negative I cross negative J. So I'm sorry, negative I cross negative J gives me a positive K. So I get plus 9 times 260 in the K direction. Okay, J cross J is 0, but then I get J cross negative I is also a positive K direction. So I get plus 5.2 times 50. And again, that's that J cross negative I, just like I had the negative I cross negative J, that's also in the K direction. When I do that, I get the answer of plus 2.6 in the K direction foot kips. And a kip is 1,000 pounds. Foot is a foot. Okay. Positive K direction, again, tells me that my moment is in the counterclockwise direction. K is basically coming out of the screen. So following that right-hand rule, a positive K is a counterclockwise rotation when talking about moments.